Hello, everyone. Yes, I owe. Thank you so much for the resub. Thank you, thank you. Hello, everyone. Hope we're all doing well. I woke up recently, so my morning voice is kicking in pretty hard. uh, it also doesn't help that I've still got this cough that I'm trying to recover from. Hello, everyone. I was about to sleep. Oh, I hope you're able to get some good sleep, though. Takabudas, thank you for the resub. Thank you. Nikino, thank you for the resub. Budnui, thank you so much for the Prime sub. I know you only get one Prime sub a month. Thank you for producing my channel. Appreciate it. Lee, a hype treat already. What the heck? Happy New Year, everyone. I hope you're all having a good one so far. I've still been trying to recover from like the trauma of being alive. Blueberry, Lucifer's Fit, Nappy Nap, Non-Food, thank you so much for the resubs. Thank you. 3 months. Yeah, let's go. You're gonna be okay. I'm gonna be fine. If you guys didn't know, a couple of weeks ago, I caught COVID. 4 years. I managed to escape 4 years and it finally got me. Free Fiona, thank you for the resub. Thank you. I survived. And God, that was like a horrible 4 days. Morax, thank you so much for the resub. Happy New Year. Here's the better times. Yeah, Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Oh man. So I recovered from that disaster, and I'm finally back. And ever since I caught COVID, I had to deal with this lingering cough that hasn't been going away, so it's been really frustrating. Oh wow, new background. Yeah, new background. I believe the credits are somewhere linked down below. Bruce Lee and Iris put this together. Yeah. Got Red Bull, Bob's Discount Furniture Washer ad, Tasty's ad, and I forgot the rest. Interesting. Why Red Bull? I would have thought another type of energy drink. Raggy, thank you so much for the resub. Happy New Year. Yeah. Happy New Year, Happy New Year. Gonna have COVID, my body failing in the year 2025 too. Oh no, I'm so sorry. I hope you're able to recover soon. I went through it. It was horrible. There was legitimately a time when I was just forcing myself to stay awake because I had such a high fever. I think I maxed out at a 103.2 degree fever, and it was pretty bad. But there was a time when I just kept myself awake because I was oh, I cannot fall asleep. It's me. Thank you so much for the Prime sub. Happy New Year. I know you only get one Prime sub a month. Thank you for choosing my channel. Appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, the highest it got to was 103. Most of the time, it was lingering between 101 and 102. So it was bad. It was rough. But finally, I'm over that. Right now, I'm just trying to survive with this cough because it just won't go away. It's miserable. Yeah, it is a high fever. This is why I don't want anyone to go through it. Make sure you guys are all up on your booster shots and your the flu shot and everything. It's still flu season, so please be careful. You must have felt delirious. I was delirious. I was just thinking about stuff. I remember specifically thinking about trees and how, I think I mentioned this a while back because it's a thought that I just had, the ocean is the water in the ocean is air on the land, and how trees are kind of the coral forests of oceans. You know what I'm talking about? Like, um, now there's like the coral reefs and everything, and they're all kind of like stuck to the ground. And then you have trees, which are also kind of stuck to the ground. And I was like, are they the same thing? And if they are the same thing, do you guys think like in other planets they also have similar types of ecosystems where they have like plants that are stationary, like they latch onto the floor of whatever it is, whether it's the ocean floor or like the air floor? We call it the ground, but like the air floor. So like aliens must also have similar things, right? Where they're kind of split into plants and animals, where they have plants that are like on the ground of whatever, like the oceans of Uranus or like Io or I don't know, something like that, right? Seaweed, exactly. Yeah. So like there's the ocean, yeah, the air floor, like the ocean floor and then the air floor. If we refer to them as the same things, it would make sense because the parallel is identical, you know? Alpha Murray, thank you so much for the resub. Thank you. Did you guys know that like the majority of the carbon that comes, or the majority of the carbon that makes up trees comes from the air? Like plants have roots, but the roots' primary function is to collect like water and a couple of minerals and a couple of like additives in the soil, but the majority of the carbon that makes up the body of the plant actually comes from the air. And it's kind of cool because like if you think about it, coral that grows underwater also do that too. They get most of their nutrients from the water. Like the water and the air, the same thing. It carries like, the air carries carbon dioxide and the water carries like little particles of food, you know? To keep them grounded, you could say, yeah, to keep them grounded. Nodding my head and not plotting, still not understanding what you're talking about. Nah, it's fine. Like it was just delirious, high fever, like thoughts. Morning legs, happy New Year's, happy New Year's, happy New Year's. I don't know, I just think it's really cool because the more we learn about our planet, I think the more we can learn about other planets. Because if this parallel sticks and works well, both in oceans and on land, then like it should also carry the same thing for other planets, right? Don't corals go through their own winter season look when they're dried out until its temperature changes them? Yeah. As long as they don't get bleached. That's when like the coral completely dies off and they lose all their color. But that's because of like bad water or, you know, contaminants and stuff killing off the corals. Oh, it's a hype chest from the hype train. Thank you for the hype train, everyone. Let's see what we got. A hype delight emote. Hype delight. Thank you guys for unlocking that emote for me. I'm not sure when I would ever use that, but we have it now. Yay. Excuse me, I'm gonna mute myself real quick so I can blow my nose. All right. I think I realized what's causing my coughing. The persistent cough that I still had. I think the reason why I have it is because there's like a little bit of postnasal drip. It's kind of gross, but like, you know how you have like runny noses? I think I have that, but it's at the back of my nose, so it's like dripping down into my throat, and I think that's what's causing it. Like that one specifically, because my nose has been a lot runnier in recent days, and it relieves a little bit of the itchiness when I'm face down in the bed, which is like annoying to me because I'm not a stomach sleeper. What kind of a sleeper are you guys, chat? I'm a side sleeper. I sleep on my right side. And I sleep on my right side because it's a habit built in after years of being on my phone in bed. So now I just sleep on my right side because that's how my body has ended up in a position over, I don't know, like 10 years now of having a phone. Stomach side, on my right side right now. Side sleeper gang, let's go. Sleep on my left due to tummy issues. I should sleep on my left due to tummy issues, but I can't because like being on my right side is such a ingrained habit for me now. Stomach sleeper. Power nap because I have 2 cats in my bedroom. Aww. Stomach sleeper feels very nice for my back pains. Used to sleep on my right, but changed to my left because of my fringe. Side, stomach, side. I'm surprised that we don't have that many back sleepers now. Interesting. Irene, hello. Welcome, welcome. Sleeping facing up feels psychopathic. It does, doesn't it? It feels like one of those things where you just be lying down staring up in the sky and then the camera would like start really close to your face and then slowly zoom out while spinning. You know, like one of those cinematic shots where the person's just lying down there and going crazy. They're having their Joker moment and the camera slowly like zooming backwards. Yeah, Breaking Bad moment too. But I mean, thank you so much for the visa. Akemashite omedetou. Happy New Year. I'm assuming that's what it means. I heard someone say that you get nightmares when you sleep on your back. Oh, really? Maybe I should sleep on my back more often now. Gui, thank you so much for the visa. Thank you, thank you. 28 months. Let's go. 28 months. Oh my god. It's like 8 months away from 3 years. That's crazy. That's crazy, Chad. Usually sleep on my sides. Occasionally the back of my head needs to be fall to one side then. But just sleep on my back, my brain convinces me I'm spinning instead and I get dizzy. That's a thing that used to happen to me. I used to like, especially when I like drank a little bit, like long time ago, I would lie down in bed and then like the whole world would kind of like slowly tilt over to the one side. Hey Mika, good to see you. It's been a while. Have you tried drinking paper coa? I haven't yet, because in my mind, paper coa is more for like sore throats and not for coughs. But I haven't. I think I have a bottle of it somewhere. I might try it. Currently, I've been just blitzing through my cough drops. I am on now bag 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm on my 7th bag of cough drops. And I was an idiot and I bought the same ones. And now after the 7th bag of Honey Lemon Fisherman's Friend mental cough suppressant, I'm so tired. I'm so tired of Honey Lemon. I want to get out of here. I should have changed it up. I should have gotten like raspberry, regular menthol, or like, I don't know, blueberry. Do they make blueberry cough drops? I don't think they do, but maybe, you know, like, did you just say Fisherman's? Yeah. It's my favorite brand of cough suppressant, cough drops. They're called Fisherman's Friend. Literally just, like fish. Let me tap it out. Fisherman's Friend. Fisherman's Friend. It's my favorite brand of cough drops. It's the only one that seems to work for me. And they also don't have that much sugar in it, which is nice because other brands, yeah, like Halls. I've tried Halls before. I didn't really like them. They're way too sweet. There's also Ricola, which is like a fancy brand. Apparently, they kind of get expensive, so I stopped buying Ricola. Instead of switching over to Fisherman's Friend. This is what I've been using. The commercial Ricola. With the apple cinnamon flavor. Ooh. Excuse me while I mute again. Give me a moment. Okay. The only menthol insomnia. Yeah, the one that I got this off of Amazon. I was way too sick to go out to go get this stuff on my own, so I just ordered off of Amazon. Which, oh, speaking of which, I recently canceled all my subscriptions. Well, almost all my subscriptions. There's a few I couldn't cancel. Like, I can't cancel Netflix because my entire family is on it. My younger sister, my mom, and my dad, they all watch various things on Netflix. So, like, that's like the only real thing I have. Milky, good to see you. Amazon, my beloved, hope you're feeling better. Thankfully, the worst of COVID is over. It's just the cough I have to deal with. So, thank you, thank you. Licorice tea. I do have licorice tea. It's the same one that I've been like drinking a while back. The licorice flavored throat coat. It comes a slippery elm. I'm not sure what slippery elm is, but I'm guessing it's the plant on the picture of the box. Cough usually lasts long, so hopefully it'll go away soon. I need it to go away soon because I have work to do, and work requires me to give seminars and record like company things, you know, like welcome to your Walmart training video. Today we'll go over how to greet our guests to the store. You know, that's what they say. They call them like guests, not customers, because apparently that objectifies the people who show up to the stores a bit too much. It's normal elm, but a little tricky thing. It's very slippery. Oh my god. Milky, have you seen that one video of like the lube man? I don't know. I think it's from the TV show The Watchmen, not the movie, The Watchmen. But like, there's this woman. She's chasing this guy in this full body like Zentai, and she's like trying to chase him down. It's like, hey, stop, right? And as he's running, he pulls out these bottles of lube and he just like sprays it on himself, and then he like slips into like a sewer drain. Hang on, let me see if I can find it. I think he's literally called like the Lube Man. Oh my god, it is Lube Man. Here, let me just link you the video. I can't play it because reasons, right? But like, I kid you not, it is it's just really silly. So just watch that. It's like like one of the watchmen, like she's on patrol and she sees this guy in like a full like suit, and then he runs away. She chases, and then as he's running, he just like pulls out these bottles of lube and just slips and slides around, like literally. Oh, hey Dream, good to see you. My Oshi for real. That's what they need to add. They need to add the Lube Man to Marvel Rivals. That's the new character they need to add. Oh my god, I've been playing Marvel Rivals for so many hours. It's a blast. And they're adding like 5 new characters, I think. It's insane. I would not think Lex showing us Lube Man in 2025 bingo card. Yeah. What did I watch? I don't know. The thing is, I've actually never seen the Watchmen TV show because it got like mid to poor reviews. So I never watched it. I watched the original Watchmen movie. Like the movies are fine. It's pretty neat. I know like everyone has like a mini Joker moment with Rorschach, but like I understand the whole point of Rorschach, like the guy who's like a little bit too clingy and stuck in the delusions and unable to like move on, you know, like I understand that part, but like I've never seen the TV show, so I see that clip completely out of context and I have no idea other than there's a guy whose superpower is lube. Didn't watch Watchmen, but I saw this scene, arguably the most important part. Exactly, you don't need to know anything else. Who are the Watchmen? They're the people who watch out for weirdos and freaks like Lube Man, and you gotta chase them out so they don't do shenanigans in the town or something like that. I want to play so bad, I just haven't had the time. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's very time friendly in the sense that you don't have to rush to finish the battle passes. If you purchase the battle pass, it's like $5, I think. Like the standard for most battle passes. If you purchase it, you unlock it for your entire gaming career. It doesn't go away, so like you can take your time and finish it. So you don't have to like feel like every single season you have to like make a mad rush. I said rash because I try to say the words dash and rush at the same time. To like finish the battle pass before the season ends, you know. Joller, thank you so much for the resub. Society, yeah. What about the original Watchmen comic? Have you read it? No, I've only seen the movies. Is it similar to Overwatch? Like some people said, it feels like Overwatch, but it's in third person, so it's not first person. It feels like Overwatch, but I would say it does a lot of stuff, a lot of things right. I hope they won't make the battle pass more expensive when they add more things. So far, it seems pretty standard. Like the battle pass is 5 pages. The first 4 pages has like a unique skin for each of the heroes, and then like a couple of sprays, and it comes with like the premium currency that you can unlock as well. So in a way, the battle pass kind of pays for itself. Like I think you get, it costs like 500 coins or whatever, and you get like 300 of them in the battle pass. So you're like technically only paying 200 coins. You know, that's how to get you. Great, thank you for the bits, appreciate it. Gotta go to work soon. Can we have a stretch and a hydrate? Oh, I should. Oh, a stretch would be really good. Oh, thank you, thank you. It's been a while. I thought there were chicken nuggets by the window. God, I wish. I wish we had giant chicken nuggets like that. But Daya, good to see you. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. And I hope your New Year has been treating you well so far. What just cracked? Those are my knuckles. Can I wrist pop? No. No wrist pop today. Give me a moment while I mute myself real quick. I can feel like the runny nose happening, but it's happening at the back of my nose, and it's like super annoying. I wish I could get rid of it somehow. But like that's what's been causing me my coughs. Like it's just like irritating the back of my throat constantly. I'm a little bit worried too, because like coughing strains your voice a little bit, your vocal cords, and your vocal cords are like they're really sensitive. There's like 2-3 things on your body directly tied to your senses that are kind of scary. Your eyes, your ears, and your voice. Those 3 things, once they're damaged, you cannot repair them. Like if you damage your hearing, there's no way to repair your hearing. Yeah, eyes are crazy delicate. Some sort of humidifying thing. I have a humidifier, but the airflow in my room is so bad that like I turned it on and I woke up and I was like in Silent Hill. Like I kid you not, the airflow in my room was so bad. I opened my eyes and the entire room was smoky and misty, and I could not see anything. So I need to figure out how to do, like how to open my window and something. It's hard to do it in the middle of in the winter though. Really want a pyramid head to take him. Yeah. Ugh. Ever had those moments where you have this sudden itchy throat in the middle of the day and you start ending up with the whooping cough? Yeah, it's been that way for a while. Is it post-nasal drip? It is. It is. I think Mucinex can help with that. I should go grab some. Mucinex, yeah. Chad. Ugh, I want this cough to go away. I have plans this year to do a thing. There's a few things that I can't do, and there's a few things that I want to do. But like the want to do falls into the can't do. So I need to find like a loophole around it. And I think I have discovered a loophole. It'll take me a little bit to get it set up the way that I wanted to get it set up. I'm not sure if I can. I might just use like Fugi's again though. But there's a thing I want to try and see if I can get away with it. Hey. Any progress on your Japan movement? Not directly, but the past couple of weeks, back in December, early December, or mid-December, I guess, I flew back to Japan for a little bit to meet up with my company, and they helped me fill out some paperwork. So now I have a visa, which expires in 6 months. So it doesn't really help me. It doesn't really help me because I don't plan to move within 6 months. I plan to move in like 10 months, you know? But like, hey, at least we know the process that we have to go through in order to get the visa renewed, you know? So like, at least we know that much, right? So I got that done. The paperwork, we kind of went through the whole thing already. I may have to go back to Japan again from what they've told me to renew it, which I don't want to because I don't want to. Okay, so basically, to get like a visa, you gotta get like to get a visa, you have to work with the embassy in the country that you live in here. So like for me, it was like the Japanese embassy in California, which for some reason don't accept drop-ins. You have to mail like you have to mail your passport and everything to them. But like once you get the visa, you have to go to Japan and get the residence card, and that's the one that lets you stay for a longer time, right? But that's basically like going to the Japanese equivalent, the DMV, you know? So I had to go into the city hall and just sit there for like 3 hours, like the DMV, just waiting for my turn so that I can go explain to them like, hey, I want to move here later, right? So I don't want to go to Japan and like only for the sake of going to the equivalent of a DMV, sitting there in the city hall for 3 hours and then fly back. That does not seem fun to me and seems like a giant waste of $2,000 because that's how much an average flight cost, a round trip flight ticket costs. So like, I'm like, I don't want to do that. So either I find some excuse to like go to Japan and like hang out there for a while, or I deal with the whole process all over again from zero. I haven't decided yet. Like I do want to go back to Japan, but at the same time, like the money I spend on going to Japan before the move, I could just save for the actual move itself. I haven't decided at the moment though. And yeah, that's the process of the Japan trip. I'm still looking for a place. Oh, I found some. Oh my god, can I vent and rant a little bit, chat? Just a little bit, a small rant as a treat for myself to open up the 2025 new year. Okay. I keep getting these videos on Instagram and YouTube shorts of apartments that are like, check out how much this $200 a month apartment, like this is how much $250 a month can get you. It's a 3-bedroom apartment with an overlooking view of an ocean or like a river, and it looks so good, right? Like we're talking huge spaces, like the living room. So you know, like the tatami mats in Japan, like Japanese, like the fancy, like the old school, like homes, they measure them in tatami mats, right? And they're called jo. So like 6 jo is like a standard 6 tatami mat size room. It's equivalent about like the regular bedrooms that you would find in America. So like you'd find those and they're like 9, 8, or like 10 jo, like, so they're like a little bit bigger, like almost twice the size of a regular bedroom in America, and the entire thing is like $250. And it's like, oh, the price is incredible, but the problem is that it's in Fukuoka. It's in Fukuoka, and if you don't know where Fukuoka is, it's on the other side of the island from Tokyo, like the complete other side. It takes 5 hours on the Shinkansen to get from one end to the other end, and it costs like $200 for the full ride. Isn't it on the coast? It is. It's on the other coast, on the other side of the coast. You know how like Tokyo is on like the southeastern side of the island? It's on the little corner of the L. Like that's where Tokyo is, right? Fukuoka is on the left side, on like the northern left side of the island. It's on the complete other side. A friend of mine went to school there. This, it was nice. Oh man. Oh, the prices there are insane. Like you can rent a house, a whole house for like $900. We're talking like 6 rooms, 3 bathrooms, 2 showers, like a full house. And it's like, oh my God. The only problem is if I'm moving to Japan, I'm moving there for work as well. So it's not just like for me personally. And like, oh my God, if I could move to Fukuoka, oh, the prices are so insane. All that for only 900 is crazy. It is. It is. God. But like, man, I kind of have to commit to Tokyo though. That's the thing. I've been looking at places around Tokyo, like outside, and it's a bit of like a hit or miss, sadly. Excuse. Make that your retirement home? Maybe. I might do that. That'd be a nice way to do it. Live in Tokyo for like a couple of years. Stay there long enough to get a residency card. And then once I get a residency card, I'll apply to like move to just Fukuoka. I don't know, when I retire or something, I guess. Terry, thank you so much for the resub. Thank you. 15 months, let's go. 900 is enough room with 5 people to make enough room with people in the 5-bedroom house in America if you're lucky, right? Oh my God. There's also this. Okay, I uninstalled TikTok as a New Year's resolution for myself. I'm trying not to make New Year's resolutions for myself because 34 years old, approaching 35 now. I've never kept a New Year's resolution. Confession and full disclosure, I've never been able to keep a New Year's resolution. Like it's never worked for me, you know? So I'm like, I'm not gonna bother making New Year's resolutions this year, right? But one of the things I was like, I'm gonna uninstall TikTok. And I did. And I haven't gone back to it. So I have it uninstalled. But before the New Year's, while I was in my COVID recovery delirious stage, I would like scroll mindlessly through TikTok to like try to get something to distract my brain with because the fever was killing me, right? So like last month, I was scrolling through and I found this one guy who kept reviewing these videos, right? Because he lives in New York and there are these real estate accounts who are like, check out the most amazing apartment in New York City. And then they would show you these places, right? Some of them are diabolical. Like I'm talking, it's the size of maybe a walk-in closet and it has no kitchen. It has no shower, no toilet, nothing. It's literally just a walk-in closet with a sink. And it's like, you can get all of this for $2,200 a month. And I'm like, no way. No way. Like the person opens the door, right? And you walk in and you're like, that can't be it. That can't be all, right? You see another door on the side and you're like, there's probably more to the apartment there, right? When they open it and it's like the door doesn't even open all the way because it hits the inside of the closet. And it's crazy. 2,200, yeah, it was crazy. The housing market's a scam, exactly. Some people live like that since they basically only use the apartment to sleep. I could not do that. As an introvert, I need like space in my apartment to make it my own so that I can just turn it into my little cave, you know? I could not. Like the people who only use their homes to sleep in, that's crazy. I could not live like that. 3,000 a month for a 2x2, seriously, it's wild. It's crazy. And then they were like, oh, you're wondering where the bathroom is? Well, not to worry, because you're going to be sharing a communal bathroom with some lovely other tenants. And then they show you the bathroom, right? And the toilet is inside its own little stall. The sink looks like it's dilapidated. It's like falling apart. The tiles in the bathroom are chipped. It's crazy. It's wild. It's 50 Shades of Nope, seriously. And all of that for $2,000 is crazy. Are you at least allowed to make changes to the flat? I don't think so. Man, the housing market is wild. I don't know how did it get this bad? You know, how did it get this bad? Because there was another account going around. Personally, I hate straight interview content. Oh my god. Okay, real quick, as an aside, okay, due to the popularity of TikTok and due to like children's attention spans being very bad, I have a couple of teacher friends who still talk to me about like what it's like to be a teacher nowadays. So I don't have personal direct firsthand experience with the students nowadays, but I kind of have like an insight into what's going on. Apparently, kids nowadays, Gen Alpha and like younger, don't want to grow up to be YouTubers anymore, which is, I'll take it as a win. You know, people aren't growing up and be like, I want to be like Mr. Beast or like I want to be a PewDiePie. You know, they don't say that anymore. Fantastic, right? Instead, they're like, I want to be an interview TikToker. I want to be an influencer. And they like, that's what they want to be because that's the only content they consume. They go around, right? That's the reason why Gen Alpha lingo, English or Spanish, is like such a big catchphrase for them. It's because it comes from TikTok influencers and street interviewers where they'll go up to strangers and they go English or Spanish, right? Because they want to know what language should I ask you these interview questions in, right? And of course they're like, I mean, I'm not even sure that's an of course. It's just like, oh, I think we're cooked. Yeah. I think it's time we hit the giant reset button on civilization, on society. I hate that one so much, yeah. When kids say they want to become YouTubers, they grow up and they're like, oh, sweetie, I'm so sorry. Being a YouTuber is insane. In 2024, it's crazy, especially with all the competition. I don't know how many TikTok creators are now moving over to YouTube because of the TikTok ban. I worked in a school until last year. The 12-year-olds were reading at 7-year-old level. It was so depressing. I heard that too. The reading ability comprehension skill is sorely lacking. Oof. I'm not sure how I feel about that, chat. Like, just a big oof. I don't know if there's a way to fix that. I just don't know. Yeah, just a big reset. That's worse. At least they could be like documentary tubers down the road, down the rabbit hole. Here's the thing though. The majority of kids nowadays, I don't believe, have the attention span to make it as a documentary or like a video essayist, you know? And the reason why I say that is because I see a lot of young people becoming creators unable to grasp that the creator part of the word requires you to create things. Because Marvel Rivals is such a big thing. I've seen a big uptick of people starting their YouTube accounts being like Marvel Rivals creators. And the big thing that I've noticed is that a whole bunch of people don't create anything as a creator. All they do is they're like, here's a tip on how to play Cloak and Dagger to them like the best of your ability. And then the entire video is them just reading the skill description. You know, like that's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing people making content that's simply just reading what's on the screen for them. Like it's already made and the only thing they're adding to it is just their own voice, which honestly they could definitely work on. Give it the stretches. Drives me insane. Like video essays that are just film recaps. Exactly. But that's what they see. They see like AI generated like Reddit story reading videos, and they see like AI generated movie summaries and recaps, and they're like, this is content. And then they go and just copy that and it just becomes summaries. You know, they just read it out loud. Hey, Extra Mackie Real, Happy New Year. How nice of it is. A lot of gamers that can't read. Oh, the thing is, you're true. The thing is, it's true, and you're right. Like with reading comprehension, like not even media literacy, just simply reading comprehension to begin with. With reading comprehension being so low, Maybe that's what they need. Maybe they just need someone to talk to them about it, you know? Man. That's why artists don't refer to themselves as content creators. Yeah. The same energy at the YouTube that just copied content from Google top 10 most. God, I hate that kind of stuff. I hate that stuff. A good chunk of Americans are functionally illiterate, I hear, which is scary. They are. This is why they don't read content, or they don't read stuff, you know? They're the type of people who love to repeat, like, do your own research, but then they never actually do their own research. In fact, I'm not even sure most people know how to research anymore. Instead, they just listen to podcasters and just parrot what they say. And it's like, ooh. I know the knee-jerk reaction that I've been seeing is like, there should be an IQ test in order to have a podcast. Like, if you want a podcast, you should be able to take an IQ test and score a certain amount. But like, that just goes back to eugenics at its core. So like, we can't do that. But like, I kind of understand the mindset, but like, it goes back to eugenics. We can't do that. We can't fall into that, you know? I cry when I realize my little sister that's 3 years different from me have a crappy reading comprehension. I need to fix her. Oh God, I'm so sorry. The people who use ChatGPT for everything, do your research that they can't even maneuver around the library. Nope. But they love to parrot it. They love to say it. The thing is, I realize that people online, especially like, is it okay to just call them dumb people? Is it okay to just call them dumb people? Like, there is a group of people online that I'm recognizing who come from a certain background, you know, and they consume a certain type of media. There are these people who are really stupid, and then they use words like magic spells, you know? Okay, so like, you know how in like Harry Potter, if you cast Expelliarmus or like Wingardium Leviosa or whatever, right? You say a word and it carries with it like a magical spell property, right? Like a magical incantation, right? There are people who say words as if they're like magical, like spells, with the expectation of, I say this one phrase and I just repeat it to you over and over again, and eventually I win the argument. You know? Like that's how they say it, right? So things like wake up sheeple, you know, or like do your own research, you know? They'll say these words and they say it in a way that they think lets them win the argument, but then if I hear people say it, I just think to myself, oh, you don't actually know how to think for yourself, and you just repeat what you've heard on a podcast, you know? That sort of stuff is a conversation overspell. Yeah, exactly. It's just, I already drew myself as a Chad. Your argument is invalid. You see it a lot on like, yeah, facts don't care about your feelings, but their entire argument is based on their own feelings, right? But like, they say that as if it wins the argument, like air quotes, and like it, like, sure, it win, like you win your argument, which wasn't really an argument to begin with. It makes you feel better, you know, like congratulations. But I'm just seeing more and more of that online, and I feel so sad about it, you know? Because like, is this it? Is this the end game of social media, you know? Whereas how some of them are probably bots now too. Yeah. Reminds me of how TikTok therapists have done irreparable damage to so many minds. God, I hate that stuff too. If I hear avoidant attachment style, that phrase, if I hear it any more times, I'm just gonna block the person. Like, God, you can tell so many TikTok therapists just like listen to another person and then are just parroting what they listen to. You know, they heard someone else make a TikTok about like pseudotherapy, And they're like, I can do that too. And then they just copy the same stuff. Oh my God. I hate it. I hate it. Saw something about how Meta is planning to add a bunch of AI accounts. Ugh. They're just, at this point, they're just accepting the dead internet theory. They're like, you know what? It's going to happen. We might as well go through with it. Let's bring AI commenters and AI accounts. It's so scary that many people don't form their own opinions anymore and they only take opinions from these influencers. Yeah. And the worst part is that these influencers don't care. A majority of influencers I find, like, I'm going to be honest, it also applies to VTubers. It also applies to streamers in general. It applies to like content, like creators and like just tweeters. You know, like I know like, cause I use Twitter to like keep track with like news, you know? So whenever something happens, I check Twitter for news. Just because like I want to see like what the conversation is online about it. And I always see like the same like 30 accounts. And these 30 accounts, if you go to their like profiles, they never actually do anything constructive. All they do is make a witty, snappy comeback, like quote retweet or whatever. And then people are like, everyone in the room cheers and claps, you know? And they're making entire brands and like they're making a whole bunch of money without actually contributing anything, you know? Like they'll see a tweet from a politician, right? And then they'll be like, this you, with like a photo, and then everyone cheers, everyone claps, and they all feel good for a moment, right? But has any productive thing occurred? No, it's just, you know, like a snappy comeback, you know? Oh my God. And the tweets with actual information get only like 300 at most. Yeah. The attachment style thing annoys me so much because every article I read about how it's prefaced with there's so very little research and now it's as common as astrology. Yeah. Also the same thing with like the love languages stuff. Turns out the love languages things isn't real. It's like some dude made it because he's like weird, like super alt-right conservative purity culture thing. And he made it to try to like get people to stop having sex or whatever. Yeah, some dude just made it up and then people just kind of ran with it. So yeah, like that kind of stuff, I see it and it's like, it's silly as an internet like thing, like a meme, right? But do not take it seriously. Do not take it seriously, please. Social media. Same for the Myers-Briggs. Yeah. The only reason I use Myers-Briggs is because the fun meme about like my Myers-Briggs type ISTP being the same ISTP of characters in media that end up sacrificing themselves to give the main character a hero's journey boost. Like that's the only reason why I use it, because it's a meme. But I know there are people who take it seriously, you know. Like, it doesn't make sense. Like, how can a fictional character have Myers-Briggs, you know? They're written to be the way they are, you know? So, like, I hate it when something fun gets ruined like that. Yeah. My Myers-Briggs match is Shadow the Hedgehog. Congratulations, you are now the ultimate life form. Or something. Is that what they call them? Appreciate the love languages thing for the potential opening a conversation. But it's crazy how many people live and die by that stuff. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. It's kind of like fortune telling. I don't really believe in it, but I think it's a good way to evaluate your feelings on it. Like the little what's it? I'm not even sure. Like the little tip, the little trick. If you have to make a decision between two things, you flip a coin. And you pick one, like, you know, heads is A and then tails is B, and then you flip a coin. And then while it is in the air, you ask yourself, which side do I want the coin to land on? You know, it's kind of like that. It makes you think about your feelings towards certain things. But I don't believe itself is like a genuine, it'll tell the future kind of thing, you know? It just gives you an opportunity to think about, you know, how do I feel about this, you know? My country is still stuck in the astrology phase. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I understand why, because humans want that assurance. Humans want that surety to be able to see something and be like, this doesn't make sense, but if we look at these things, it can help and guide us. I can understand that part, but it's not real. It's not real. It's fun as like a silly thing, you know, like if I go to a state fair and I see a fortune telling booth, I'll 100% go to those because they're all silly and I like that, you know, but I would never use it to actually guide my decision, you know, like, I don't know, if I was dating someone, I'd be like, hey babe, some crazy guy with the magic crystal ball told me that the relationship is going to work out, so I'm going to dump you. Like, you know, like I'm not going to have it dictate my life decisions. A sucker for tarot reading. The cards are fancy. They're really pretty. To be fair, I've seen some really pretty tarot cards. Like, they're really nice. The art is fantastic. I saw one that was like stained glass. So like the designs on the cards looked like stained glass paintings, and it looked incredible. It looked amazing. Like, would I ever use them? No. But I would just hold on to them because they looked really pretty, you know? Did I believe it? Not really, but it made me feel better. Plus my friends in the fortune buy a pic with the cute Sonic picture. Let's go. Sonic themed tarot cards? Really? Do they have those Sonic tarot cards? Oh my god, they do. Wait, the art is adorable. That's really cute. I kind of like that silhouette thing that they've got going on with the eyes only visible and then the rest of it just being like silhouettes. Ooh, cute. Remember a friend telling me that their friend went on a date with someone and found out they're super into astrology signs, that the date was making decisions solely based on the sign. Yeah. I would rather, if I were to date someone, I would rather date them because they like me. I don't want them to date me because they think the stars say that we're a good match. Because then you're not dating me for me. You're dating me because, you know, burning balls of fire in space say something. And I'm like, if you can hear what the burning balls of fire in space say, then it's like, you know, I hear voices too. I don't listen to them because they don't make sense. But if you listen to like the voices of the stars, you know, oh, the voices of the void. Ooh, it's been a while. We should play that game. But like, you know, not dating someone because of their astrology sign. Imagine letting hot balls decide your life choices. I mean, if you say it that way, you know. Voices of the Void mentioned. I hear they have a big update recently. I should go back and try that. But I worry because my last year when I tried to stream back again consistently, it was mostly Voices of the Void, and I don't know. I don't think it's fun. I don't think it's fun to watch me play Voices of the Void the way I play it because I got a lot of people who are in a backseat. But I'll think about it. I gotta get back on like the proper stream and stuff again. Consistency again, Chad. I gotta get back to it. Excuse me while I mute myself real quick and blow my nose again. Chad, can I just get rid of all my sinuses? Just in one go. There. Give it to us? No. That's like Patreon stuff. A full patron just like coughs, sneezes, and like burps noises. Sadly, they protect you from super dust. No. I love watching any of your gameplay. Aw, thank you. I kind of feel limited because I feel limited being a PNG tuber now. Bro says that, but he doesn't even put up a throne. I have my throne set up again. I don't have anything listed on there because I just don't want to. I want to get stuff. I don't want things, chat, because I need to move. So it would be counterproductive to have a throne up where I get things if it just ends up being more stuff I have to pack and move with me to Japan. Because I don't commit to a lot of things in life, but this one I'm committing 100% to. I'm going to move at the end of the year. So I don't want a throne where I get like a whole bunch of plushies, because then it's just, I have to pack the plushies, or I have to leave them, you know, with my parents or something. And then they'll be like, why is there like a body pillow of Ito from Genshin Impact? And I'll be like, don't question it, mom and dad. Like it's a meme on the internet. And then I have to explain memes to my parents. Like, you know, you can totally keep Sonic Tarot card deck in your pocket. They don't have those in Japan. No. There. Give me a minute. I need to pour myself some water. I don't have that much water. No. Maybe we'll get some more bathtub water. Trying to explain memes to my mom the other day, and that was something. Right? Like, I don't know how to explain memes to parents. Like, do you explain it as like a... Like, hey, you know that one movie that you really like, and there's that one line, like in Terminator, where Arnold Schwarzenegger says, I'll be back, right? Like, it's like that. Like, people just repeat the memes. They just repeat it. That's the best way I can explain it. I'm sorry, what water? Bathtub water. I have a Brita pitcher, or Brita filter pitcher. A pitcher? Brita? I don't know. It's a Brita. I have one of those. So I pour water from the faucet in the bathtub, and then I filter that, and I drink that. Yeah. Can you put your bathtub water up for merch sale? No, it's a biohazard. I don't want to do that. Explaining Genshin Impact, not explaining Genshin Impact to my mom is too many layers. Yeah. The best way I can explain it is just be all like, you know those Nintendos that you used to buy me when I was a kid? It's a Nintendo. Full stop. And like, they don't need to know more than that, you know? They call everything a Nintendo, so like that's all they need to know. And that's fine. I don't need to explain to them the rest of the stuff. I just tell them it's a viral thing. If I told my parents it was a viral thing, they wouldn't understand. They would think it's like COVID, because they only know viral in the context of like viruses. So, well, my parents call it a Nintendo too. Yeah, I don't think we need to explain it anymore. Just tell them like, hey, it's like a Nintendo from our childhood. Chat, ads start in about 2 minutes. I'm gonna go use the restroom real quick, and then I'll be back, and then the ads might be done by then. So it'll be like 5 minutes or so. Give me a little break. I gotta go piss, girl. No, it's not piss. It's morning poops. Do you guys know birds have morning poops? If you have a pet bird, apparently they have morning poops because they don't like to poop in like during the night. So they save up all the poop and then they just poop in the morning. I never knew about that. I thought like having a parakeet would be really cute, but then I as I did more research into it, I'm like, no, these birds require so much care and so much maintenance. Like I can't. But yeah, cats will wake up till you're awake to throw up. They were like, hey dad, wake up. And like, what is it? Like, dad, check this out. Cats are diabolical. Oh my god. Even worse if they do it on the bed while you're sleeping. Like, you're not waking up because of your alarm, so you'll wake up for this. Cats wait with pooping until after you've cleaned their litter box. Oh my god. Cats are menaces. Cats are absolute menaces. Alright, chat. I'll be right back. I don't have like a BRB message. Do I have one? No, I don't have a BRB message. I'll just add a BRB message. The ads are gonna play. If you have a sub, you won't see the ads. So it'll just be like 3 minutes of silence BGM, I guess. BRB toilet. And if you don't have subs, please let me know what ads you get, because I'm really curious. Because we're getting some energy drinks, we're getting some cars. I don't know why. I don't like cars. My content isn't about cars, so I don't know why they're marketing cars to people on stream. But yeah, I'll BRB a bit. Oh, wait, what? Terry, thank you for the gifted subs. Thank you. Appreciate it. And get some hearts in chat for the gifted subs. Thank you. All right, ads are starting. I'll be right back. Lee. Hello, chat. I'm back. Ugh. Why did auto caption child? What? I need to figure out how to increase like the sensitivity of the chat caption thing. I don't know. It's weird. Sorry, it's getting pretty hot in my room. It's winter, but like my room still feels like 80 degrees right now. Did he bring back milk? No, I only have more bathtub water. War is crazy. War never changes. I gotta figure something out, chat. I gotta get back to streaming again consistently here. I need to figure out some horror games. There's a couple of horror games that we still haven't finished. Or like, I guess technically we haven't even started yet. Didn't expect to get a new father this year, but surely not. I gotta start get back to it. Maybe I stream later. I don't know. Should I get back to streaming at a different time? I kind of like streaming in the mornings because it forces me to wake up a bit, but my sleep schedule has not been consistent enough to make it work every single time. But I don't know. Anything in particular you want to play? Not that I know of. How late are you thinking? Like 6 p.m., 7 p.m. Pacific? I don't know. Figuring out a schedule is difficult. For EU game, this streaming time is almost perfect. Maybe I'll just keep this time, because once I move to Japan, it'll be almost impossible for me to stream at this hour. It'll be a lot more difficult because of the time zone differences. I think like 9 a.m. Pacific ends up being like 3 a.m. Japan time, so it'll be very difficult for me. Yeah, let's say adjust your sleep schedule first, because sleep is important. It's not that important. I can sleep when I'm dead. Cow puke alarm I mentioned, it will wake you up pretty fast at a routine time too. Nah, I don't think I'm gonna. I would love to get a pet cat, but I don't think. No, not for a while. Not for a long while. 2 a.m. for me right now. That's a little bit too early, isn't it? Too late? I don't know what's the word for it. I feel like you should be sleeping by 2 a.m. Sleep is optional. Coffee is a must. Exactly. If you get a cat, what would it look like? I want a calico cat. I think like the orange and the black and the white, like it looks really cute. So get your move done first. Maybe pets won't be allowed in your new home. Yeah. Almost 6 a.m. I'm hoping it's 6 a.m. because you woke up at 6 a.m. and not stayed up until 6 a.m. Because there's a very big difference between 6 a.m. having not gone to bed or 6 a.m. because you woke up very early, you know. Cream calico. Yeah, I love calico cats. Just so you know, calico cats are mostly females, but very pretty kitties. I'm cool with that. I usually go to bed around 6 a.m. God. Man. That's the crazy part about like working remotely, working from home and setting your own hours. Like the temptation is there. I won't lie. The temptation is definitely there to just stay up for as long as you can, just doing whatever, but it's a bad habit to get into. It's a bad habit. 6 a.m. sleeper, 5 a.m. sleeper. Listen, I went to sleep really early and woke up at 2 a.m. Couldn't fall back asleep. Okay, that's fair. The temptation to stay up until goblin hours. Maybe I do that. Maybe I move to Japan and then I stay up until goblin hours. You get to see me at like 3 a.m. Lex being delusional and delirious. Remote work makes evening drinks so tempting. I've actually tried to cut down on drinking. I Before I used to drink at like 9 p.m. So like I would not day drink. I would only wait until like 9 p.m. and then at 9 p.m. I would start drinking. But like even that I've tried to wind down, so I don't do that as much anymore. But no, I understand the temptation. It's like oof. I'd love to see Delirious and Delusional Man streaming at 3 a.m. That's gonna be crazy. Because I'm thinking, like, if I stream, like, because I'll have work in the mornings in Japan, because that, everyone has their 9 to 5 in Japan, right? So, like, I'll have work in the mornings, and then I have, like, some of the evening free, and then I come home, and then at night, well, I get, the difficult part would be, like, streaming from midnight to like 4 a.m. Japan time, which would be like maybe 7, 8 a.m. until noon Pacific time. So like it'll be around my current streaming time. But then I had to wake up at like at least 8. So I'd only get like 5 hours of sleep a day. That'd be difficult. Team meeting webcam stays off 100%. Never turn on the webcam. When all of Arcane Season 2 came out, unfortunately I fell asleep at around 8 a.m. most nights. So that's understandable. Watching Arcane like that. Do you make sure not to overwork yourself? Yeah. You just stay up long enough to enter a 3 a.m. stream and then pass out somewhere in the middle. Maybe that's what I'll do. Maybe this year I'll aim to be like, use my channel to fall asleep to. Everyone kind of just, at the end of the day, just raise into my channel because I'd be the only one still up. Because I think when I was in Japan earlier last year, I would stay and like the channels that would end up would be like Mako Fukusame, because she would be streaming in Australian time zones, and Australian time zones would line up perfectly with like late nights in Japan. Hey Latte, good to see you. Don't mess up your sleep schedule even more. But what if I mess it up so bad that it loops around to being good again, ASMR, your favorite streamer soothes you to sleep and starts having an existential crisis. You're like, what am I doing with my life? All your friends are getting married. Half of your friends already have kids in a house. What are you doing? And it'll be nightmares. ASMR, but you're doom scrolling through social media. Are we talking about sleep schedule? Not for a while. I'm planning on moving that at the end of this year, so I've still got plenty of time to figure things out. Please, it's 3 a.m. for me. No. Not the demon on your shoulder whispering in your ear. I don't need that because I have my parents just like constantly asking me, hey Lex, when are we going to get grandchildren? When are we going to get our kids? When are we going to have kids of your own? I'm like, in this economy? Psh, that's not happening. I promise this year I will do less Zatsus. I'll do less just chattings. I'll play horror games again. That used to be my brand. My brand before I took that crazy hiatus used to be horror games and sad games. I need to get back to that. I like your Zatsus. I know, but I need to brand myself back as the horror streamer again, because very few people know me as a horror streamer anymore. They just know me as like the Zatsu guy. I gotta get back into it, I gotta get back into the groove. Horror game Zatsus. That'd be nice. I'll try to figure out some plans. Like work permitting. That's the right work permitting. I play sad games and cry a lot. Exactly. Don't completely lose the Zatsu. I think I'll keep maybe like one Zatsu a week, and then the rest of it will be games. Being in indie, I get to just like spam a whole bunch of games on itch.io, because I know there was a whole bunch that came out last year for Halloween that I didn't get a chance to play, so I gotta go back through itch.io and try those again. I do like your morning coffee talks and coffee rants. Maybe we keep them. I'll never forget the jump scares. Caption turned horror streamer into horror trainer. Yeah, the captions are kind of weird. But I'm just talking in my normal voice right now. If I talk with an announcer voice, then maybe the captions will accurately catch what I'm trying to say. You know, restart the captions. No, it still uses the same Google Cloud translation thing. Google Cloud captions. I forget what it's called. Yeah. Been a while since a game made me cry. Need me good sad game. There's one called, I forget. It's a very short game. It's a very short indie game, but it's about like a foreign, like a first generation firstborn child, who like moves to America because of their parents, and then she tries to reconnect with her parents and then her grandparents, and then as the train goes on further and further, the language changes because her great grandparents never learned English, so they speak to her in Mandarin, and she doesn't know how to she can't understand them, but she understands the feeling and the love that they have. Yeah, what a pleasant surprise. Happy New Year. Good to see you, Amish Princess. Space for the Unbound. Yeah, God, that one was good. I really liked that one when I played it. New next one this Saturday. Ooh, I want to go check it out. Can't forget the one owl. Oh, when the past was around. God, that one was good too. I like how it started with the literal funeral, and then you go through the steps of grieving. Like, oh man, that one was really good. Rest in peace, Owl Daddy. Man. But yeah, we gotta get back to it. We gotta get back into it. Can't just do Zatsus all the time anymore. I also need to like figure out like, because I see all the other streamers, all the other VTubers around. They're like doing their own thing. They're starting their projects, and I'm like, man, I wish I had time off of work to like work on this kind of stuff, but work is the only thing that's keeping me afloat at this point. So it's rough, chat. How do people find the time? I want to know what's their secret. Like, some people are just absolute like champs. It feels like some people have 48-hour days, and I'm like, you guys are so productive. How do you do that? You know? Thank you for the stretch. Thank you. What sort of projects do you want to do? I don't know. That's the thing. I haven't even had time to stop and like think about what I want to do, or like where I want to go and take my stuff. Because like, I'm gonna be real, as someone who attempted full-time streaming as an indie a while back, it is very difficult to make it work, because streaming is generally not the best way to finance yourself. It's kind of why like a lot of people, the advice is you like build streaming, but you don't focus entirely on streaming. You make shorts with your content, you make longs with your content. Like the phrase is like evergreen content, like videos that people will always go back to, is what makes more money. Like that's why they're like, oh, you know, you can stream, but don't make streaming your entire thing. Because if you spend 8 hours streaming, you should only be really streaming for like 3 hours, and then use the other 5 hours to turn that content into like other stuff on YouTube and Instagram and all that stuff, you know? You don't earn a lot unless you're really popular. Yeah, and it's really difficult to make it work. Unless you do it for the funsies. Yeah, unless you do it for the funsies. Everyone, if you want to become a content creator, just keep it as a hobby, Chad. That's all I can say. Just keep it as a hobby. Do it as a hobby because it's fun and it makes you happy. I wouldn't go out of my way to try to make it a career thing. Whatever happened to that one girl who was like, if I make Twitch affiliate, I'm gonna drop out of college and become a streamer full time? Wasn't there that one lady like 2 years ago, a year and a half ago? I remember it. I remember seeing that story on Twitter, on the Vtuber Twitter a lot. Silent Ease, thank you for the thank you. I am feeling a little better, but the cough is still kind of lingering. VTubing is expensive, but thankfully it's not car hobby expensive. True. What? Okay, so there was a story on Reddit where this dad is like, my daughter told me she's going to drop out of college if she hits Twitch affiliate as a VTuber. Is this like, am I overreacting for getting mad at her? And am I the asshole for like threatening to withdraw her college funding if she just go through that? And it turns out that the girl is like streaming and she has like 1 or 2 viewers a month. And she's like, if I reach Twitch affiliate, I'm gonna become a full-time streamer. And the guy was like, what am I supposed to do when my daughter wants to do this? You know, time to live on that 100 USD a month, right? God, sounds like something a lot of people have said. Yeah, a lot of like naive and people are like, they overestimate, or they see other people doing things and they think to themselves like, I want to do that, which fantastic, you know, by all means have dreams, dream big, you know, but you have to be realistic about it. You can't make things work just off of good vibes, you know? So like, I don't know, like even among my streamer friends, I've seen some of them make decisions and take actions, and I'm like, do you have any research to back that up? Do you like, is it gonna turn out in the end, you know? And they'll be like, no, but I believe it. And like, you can't make things work off just belief, you know? Like, congrats on having that faith that your plan will work, but like, you need to have a plan. You need to have thought about the contingencies, you know? I can't be a superhero. There are people out there called real life superheroes where they actually do be a superhero. How successful they are is debatable. I don't think you can do it full time as a partner unless you have ads on YouTube, merch, and affiliate codes. Even with all of that, like full confession, when I was a full-time indie, the most amount of money I got was from doing affiliate content and sponsorships. Like the Genshin Impact sponsorship that I did, like even though I didn't hit all the goals, the base payment for the Genshin Impact thing was enough to pay for rent. At least for 1 month, because I only got it for 1 month. I didn't play Genshin enough to become a partnered streamer. But like, it's mostly sponsorships that give you the money. It's really good. Yeah, it was for that 1 month. And then I had to struggle with the rest of the months. It felt really nice to be able to be like, oh cool, like this sponsorship helped pay for like my bills this month, you know? But it's kind of why a lot of like successful creators do monthly subathons or donathons, where they have like monthly goals, because it's like, you know, that's where they make the money. That's how they continue to like support themselves. Play Genshin Impact like the rent is due. I think Genshin Impact money is gone. They stopped giving money now, from what I've heard, and they only give out Primo Gems. So they kind of keep the money in their own little ecosystem. Voices of the Void sponsor. I think it's only developed by like 4 people, isn't it? Like 3 or 4 people. I don't think they have enough money for sponsors. Any sponsors you'd like? I'm not sure. I don't play... Oh my god, the captions are gone. Captions, please, come back. No, come back. Captions. Test. There it is. Yeah. For sponsorships, you kind of have to sell out your soul to get to the gotcha companies to make the big bucks. Too much drama with the influencers they use all the time. Yeah. Yeah, full-time freelance art is scary and unstable. It is very scary. Being a VTuber is a luxury. Yeah. It's rough. Get a coffee sponsorship. I don't know. I haven't done the research to like figure it out. I have a feeling that the adage of like streamer, like chat, like the chat reflects the streamer. I feel like you guys are kind of like me, and we also don't frivolously spend that much money. You know, like I'm worried because like I don't think any one of us, I don't think many people who watch me would be the type to like get a factor membership. You know, we need a sponsorship for the poor. Exactly. Whenever I see Vtubers come out with new models and outfits every 6 months and then do a subathon, I'm more interested where the money is going, but it's a good hustle. At some point, it becomes self-sustaining. If you see VTubers who regularly come up with outfits every single day, that's because each of the reveals makes enough money for the next reveal and then some extras. They become self-sustaining. And like that's a thing maybe 10 VTubers can do. I don't know many other people who can do that. But yeah, I do, but I picky with how I drop my money. I made some poor gotcha decisions. So that's the thing. Time to get a Folger sponsorship. But yeah, I only know one. There's quite a few out there who are like really big. They're just not like in the main sphere. Car sponsorship. I don't know. I don't think anyone's gonna buy a car on my channel. I feel like 2 times a year is a good pace. Honestly, I've gotten one model, and it's been this. I've not changed it since then, and I don't have any plans to change it. It doesn't make sense for my brand, you know. Also, like when I spend money for value. Like, is this giving me value? So I'm not gonna have like a bulge toggle physics thing. Like I've seen a couple of male VTubers have a bulge toggle or bulge physics, and it's like, for what end? You know, like what is it added? What value is it adding to the stream? It's just like an extra $300 for the rigging, and then that's about it. You know. No legs bulge, unsubscribe. No, I am smooth like a Ken doll. It's a very pretty model. Your arm is amazing. I want to get like, if I could, I want to, but sadly, the VTuber Bar Association prevents me from getting a live 2D model, at least one that moves. But yeah, ugh. I played some Beat Saber yesterday, and I went a little too hard, and now my arms are all sore, my shoulders are sore. If it ups their ego, I guess it can be filed under the therapy. It's fair, I suppose. I saw a Twitter post about an Aga toggle filled with rigged sweat. Yeah. If people use that toggle and then they get banned, zero sympathy from me because they know exactly what they're doing. Although I know that some people use those bans as like a publicity stunt. So like the content creator field, especially for VTubers, is crazy. It's wild, Chad. I don't know how people do it. Could always dive into the ASMR on stream angle, I suppose. Maybe I'll think about it. I'm not that good with ASMR. The Wild West. Beat Saber, good arm workout? It is. It's pretty good cardio. I don't listen to any of the standard songs. I use Beat Saber to find like mods. And by mods, I mean like custom songs. So that I can like do Beat Saber and dance to like anime songs and stuff. Crazy to me, but are we the normal ones? Cue Bad Apple. God. I love how there's a competition between Doom and Bad Apple, you know? They always have a challenge of like, can it run Doom, right? But then like in the Toho community, it's like, can it play Bad Apple? I've seen like, you know, the Reddit space thing where like you drop a pixel and like everyone has the chance to drop a pixel, like 1 pixel an hour. Like the communities get together, the Toho community got together, and then they made the entire Bad Apple music video in place, the r/place. It's crazy. Someone challenged to rig a VTuber model that runs Bad Apple. I would not be surprised. That's kind of crazy. Several times, in fact. Oh my god, crazy stuff. I remember someone put playable Doom on AO3. What the heck? That's crazy. But they're free, man. I want that dedication. I want that dedication. Man. They did on the original Sea Dog one, Iron Mouse. That's all I know. I'm so glad that Bad Apple is an ongoing thing in the world, passing memes and trends. I kind of feel it's an odd thing because there's, like, for me at least, there's the recognition that a lot of the stuff that is long lasting because there weren't that many options back then, you know? Like the reason why Pokemon, the reason why Dragon Ball, the reason why certain shows, certain franchises in general, they got popular and they stayed popular is because back then that's what everyone watched, you know? Like they just happened to be at the right point at the right time with the right technology. They were the first ones, you know? Like it's called the first mover's advantage in business, and like it's such a powerful thing, you know? Yeah, Sailor Moon as well. Watching anime before the internet was around. Yeah. Like everyone watched the same shows, you know, right after the kids got out of school, they would go home, they go to 4Kids, and then they would watch Pokemon, the 4Kids dub. I love me some jelly-filled donuts, you know, like that kind of stuff. Yeah, Genshin during COVID, Animal Crossing during COVID, like a lot of the stuff just like they got really popular because of the timing. And then I kind of feel bad about like everything else that comes afterwards, you know? Like there's so many animes that come out nowadays. They're all vying to become popular, but the ones that are successful maybe succeed for that season, maybe 2 seasons, and then that's it, you know? Recently noticed that people jump fandoms so fast and wonder why their fandom is dying, as if they didn't just abandon them. That's what I'm saying, you know? It's a different landscape nowadays, you know? It's kind of why people always go back to One Piece, you know? Like, sure, it's because it's also like one of the longest running series out there, but it's also one of the longest running series that happened to be at a time when like the big 3 were around, you know? And that's kind of like the big main ones that everyone read. Remember when My Hero Academia was all the rage? Yeah, and then it just kind of ended, and now very few people kind of like stick around with it. Like fast fashion, yeah. All roads lead to One Piece. Wasn't this also the case with Harry Potter? Came out at the perfect time for the internet to pick it up? Exactly, yeah. And then like think about all the other competitor books out there, all the competitor novels that came out at the time that just didn't make it, you know? I only cared about the villains. I dropped it after they went like the vigilante stuff, like I don't know. The message also didn't make sense at the end of it. It's like it started with the idea of anyone can become a hero, and then it's like you can only be a hero if you have powers. And then if you only have powers but you lose the powers, then you can still be a hero, but you need to be really rich and like basically become Iron Man or Batman, you know? And like you lost the whole message of anyone can be a hero. Like the message is gone, you know? Glances at Percy Jackson. I am the lone My Hero Academia liker amongst my friends. I like the art. I like the character designs, but some of the stuff, I don't know. Kind of like how Judo is now functionally obsolete because even iPhones no longer have the 3.5 millimeter jack, so her quirk is kind of useless unless she specializes specifically in antique music hardware. I want to say that's the same way with Sword Art Online coming at the right time. Right? That's the thing. And it applies to a lot of other stuff too, you know. But I don't know. People, I find that a lot of people mistake, like, they apply, they misattribute certain qualities of franchises, of shows, of content creators, of movies. You know, they misattribute things based on a lot of factors, but like timing wise is like, it's such a big thing, you know? I don't know. Definitely because editors made My Hero Academia create a prolong the series beyond what he originally wanted to end the story. Yeah. I remember I remember what happened to Bleach, where the last like 50 chapters was, oh man, like it was building up to something great, and then they were like, all right, wrap it up. And then the guy was like, all right, Titakuba was like, okay, we're just gonna shove the same formula into like the last 50 chapters over and over and over again. It was so bad. Oh my god. Because it fell into such a obvious like cycle of introduce a character, introduce their power, and then Ichigo still beats them. And they just repeated that over and over and over again with like 30 different characters in like the last 50 chapters. It just rapid fire, new chapter, new character, new superpower, Ichigo still wins. New character, new power, Ichigo still wins. Like oh my god, it was so bad. I didn't like the ending for Inuyasha. Yeah. Supposedly My Hero Academia 2 was going to be the original ending to the series. Oh, I have not actually seen that one. They did Bleach dirty, Chad. They did Bleach dirty. But wait, what can you do? What can you do? Still waiting for Hunter x Hunter to continue and one day, Chad, one day. Bleach was so good, decided to end it that way. Yeah. At least it's a good thing it ended instead of doing the Naruto thing with Boruto coming out. And it's like, I tried to get into it. It didn't hit for me. And the Inuyasha reboot, that one did not hit for me. Ooh, that one was pretty bad. I wanted to, but like the nostalgia was not enough. The nostalgia was not enough to keep it alive. Matthew, thank you so much for the resub. 4 months, let's go. Thank you. Oops, sorry about that. I need to get back to streaming consistently, Chad. We gotta get back to the glory days of streaming horror games and stuff. Some fights in Boruto are good, but I generally hate it. I don't like it because it just takes everything, all like the power scaling goes out the window, and like the stakes start out insanely high. There's no build up, right? Like, they did Rikia dirty. Went from a deuteragonist, you don't know how to pronounce words in the morning, to a side character that only appears when they need more money. Yeah, just became fan service character. Really sad. Boruto feels unserious to me, like all the original characters needed to get divorced. I don't know why they did that. Inuyasha reboot's tolerable in manga form, but I couldn't get into the anime. No. Yeah. I don't know. Lex Maxers. God. I had to come up with a fan name base I know some people have helped out make like little mascots. I've seen those and they're really cute. I don't know if I want to decide on a particular mascot design. Lesbians. I've been seeing people. What is it? Instead of saying lesbian sex, they say lesbian lex. I've been seeing that a lot on social media, and I'm like, God, it makes it impossible for me to like ego search, and then like scroll for myself like on Twitter. Like I search for it, and I just get thousands of results for lesbian lex, and I'm like, well, I guess I can't ego search anymore. I guess it's a good thing for my mental, you know. But like, Pangorn, let's go. Lesbians. Really? Lex Beans? I guess it does. It's a word to describe you guys. So I guess it's only right to have you guys decide it. Lesbians? I don't know. That's a weird thing. I don't feel like I exude that connotation. So I feel like it'd be weird to call it that. Chatshire. That's really cute, but I'm not that cat themed, you know. Lex Beans. It's Lex Beans, but then if you pronounce it lesbians. That's definitely a chat thing. I guess you can just be chat. Lex Beans. Does chat seem extra hinged? I gotta be unhinged, chat. I gotta be unhinged. Like 2025 should be the year I become unhinged. Like I feel like at some point I kind of lost the plot, and then I tricked myself into being this character that I'm not, and I want to go back to being myself again. Because when I started streaming, I was streaming to like 8 people, and it's like I could do whatever, but the more I got viewers, I like fell into this thing of like, oh, I have to be more family friendly. I have to be more like appropriate. I have to be brand safe so that I get sponsorships and stuff, you know? Like, and then like all those started adding up, piling up, like, you know, little by little, and then I feel like I've kind of lost the plot on that. Get those hinges out of here. Yeah. I don't know. It's weird. Back to your old self, become a lawyer again. Nah. I turned in my lawyer badge a long time ago. Ah, shoot. Wait, hold up. No, how much? What was it? CA. Wait, it's on my personal browser. Calbar. Let me log in. Annual membership due dates. Oh God, no, no. You now must pay the 2025 state bar fees. I don't want to pay. I don't want to pay, chat. But then I become delinquent if I don't pay. No. Okay, let's see. Did they change the price? Did they change the cost? State bar fees. Let's go. My state bar profile payment services are temporarily down for administrative processing. Payment services will return at the beginning of December for the 2025 annual license renewal. What the hell? It's January. Why is it not? What the heck? Why is it not back yet? I think it's due in February, so I don't have to pay it yet. I'll check back later, I guess, but I do have to pay. Hang on, let me see. Calbar inactive fees. Total fees for inactive licensees will increase from $182.40 to $205. Inactive licensees over the age of 70 will have their fees waived. I have to pay $205 in inactive license fees. God damn it. They charge you for not being a lawyer? Yeah, because in California, you can go from inactive status to active status whenever. So technically, you have the ability to become an active practitioner. Um, as a refresher, in California, you only have three like states that you can be in. You could be an active practicing attorney, an inactive attorney, so no longer practicing, or a non-attorney. So you can't be like inactive and not pay dues. You're still an attorney. You're just a not practicing attorney, you know? So you're still an attorney. And because you're still an attorney, you got to pay fees. Got to age yourself to 70, right? Let me just hop into, what was it, the hyperbolic time chamber? Become 70 years old. I don't want to revoke my license entirely, because that means I would have to go through the bar exam again. And I don't want to deal with that. I took the bar exam during COVID 2020 and I passed it, and I never want to take that ever again. It was a disaster. That was horrific, you know. Bar exam seems intense. It is intense. It is absolutely intense. It's also complete bullshit. But I passed it, so I made a joke about how more people become attorneys in California. More people pass the bar exam in California than become Twitch partners. So I'm actually a little bit more proud of hitting Twitch partner than I am about passing the bar exam. Hitting Twitch partner is harder than passing the bar exam, although the bar exam is a lot more intense in a shorter time period. But I'm more proud of hitting Twitch partner than I am of being passing the bar exam. We got Einstein here. Nah, the bar exam is dumb. I believe anyone can pass the bar exam with proper study. It's a lot of memorization and just understanding the little stupid tricks that the bar exam puts in front of you. But yeah. I got affiliate. Let's go. Solid. Affiliate's pretty solid too. Spoken like a true VTuber. Yeah. Do your colleagues know that you're into VTubing? No. They don't have time because they're all real attorneys, you know? They're all real attorneys and they have real attorney jobs. So they don't have time to be on stream or like watch streams or even know that I stream. I'm just the weirdo in our friend group that couldn't get an attorney job. Well, to be fair, like I tried to find an attorney job during COVID. So 2020, 2021, and 2022, I applied to close to like 400 places. It sounds like an impressive number, but it's not. Like half of those job applications were state jobs. So like I wanted to work at the Capitol. I wanted to work at just, you know, like the Valley Transport Authority or like the water ecosystem, whatever department, stuff like that. So I applied to all of those and it was very difficult to get a job because no one wanted to hire remote because everyone had to go remote. And they're like, we're not going to hire a fresh graduate right out of college. Like, yeah, you passed the bar exam, but you did it remotely. So like, you didn't really pass the bar exam. And it's like, the questions are the same. It doesn't matter. Like I took it in my room, you know? But getting a job during then was incredibly difficult, which is why I started bar tutoring after I passed the bar exam. And then I was like, well, I'm already doing webinars. I might as well stream too as like a hobby. And now that's why I'm here. You have no desire to do that now? Not really. And realistically, as someone who's been streaming and being a content creator for 4 years, approaching 5 now, my resume is dead. My resume is dead. There's no way I can get a job like competitively because I have a 5-year work gap, you know. They really discredited you. They really did. there was a whole bunch of people who were like, we're not going to see you as a real attorney because you passed the bar exam remotely. Like, we don't know if you cheated in your room or if you had like posters on your wall with all the answers to the bar exam. I'm like, are you kidding me? Seriously? But like, there was a huge group of people who like just were like, you did the bar exam, but you did it online remotely. You're not a real lawyer. You're not a real attorney. We're not going to hire you and shit like that. So, yes, the law student to anime person pipeline. Yeah. Maybe I go back and do some tutoring. It's been a while. Sounds like discrimination. Remote bar exam takers are not a protected class, so you cannot discriminate against them because there's nothing to discriminate against. You know, people are assholes. The law industry is a very conservative, old school fashioned kind of field, sadly. So, yeah. But yeah, could not imagine Lex as a tutor. I couldn't focus. It wasn't that bad. I didn't talk that much. I would just like explain to them like, hey, you know, like here's your homework. This is the thing. If you have any questions, let me know. And then, you know, circumstances forced you into it though. Yeah, but they don't care. They're just like, yeah, you did it remotely, so you didn't really take the bar exam. Did make a cool niche for yourself. I don't know any lawyer tubers. I know there's a few. I've seen a couple of lawyer tubers because I'll type into the Twitter search like lawyer VTuber just to see if there are any. There's a few that I think are really pushing the boundaries of you should not be saying this online, because they don't realize that crossing the streams like that is not a good idea. There's a reason why every single time, or back when I was a lawyer, there was a time when I was like, I would constantly remind people, hey, I'm a lawyer, but I'm not your lawyer. Make sure you go and get like your like proper legal counsel for your specific circumstances, and this is only for like education purposes. I kept saying that. I kept reinforcing that over and over again because by law I have to do that. But some lawyer VTubers don't quite grasp that yet, and honestly, I don't care enough to like be all like, hey, by the way, don't do that, because I'm not a practicing attorney anymore, so they're not gonna listen to me. But yeah, lawyer VTuber sounds sus unless it's you. You seem more legit. Nah. Seen several VTubers on Twitter that have professional careers where I'm like, are you allowed to say this? Exactly. Some of them just like, especially the ones that get caught up in drama a little bit too easily. It's like, oh, no, don't do that, you know. But I don't know. I remember like a doctor VTuber or whatever, like a guy who was like a pharmacist who was like bragging about some illegal shit that they've done. And it's like, you should not be talking about that online. Like, just because you're an anime character doesn't mean there will not be any repercussions for you bragging about like the terrible stuff you've been doing to your like clients and stuff. Imagine being a practicing VTuber carrying a card with your streamer credentials on it. That'd be kind of funny. Why would you say that online publicly? I don't know. Like, don't you guys remember that one kid who was like, I'm actually a contractor for the CIA or whatever, and then some dude on Discord was like, bullshit, cap, I don't believe you, you're not a real like contractor. And then they was like, oh yeah, I'll prove it. And then he leaked like government documents on Discord and stuff, and it's like, bro, you know, some people just really want validation, and they will go and do that kind of stuff for validation. It's horrible stuff, you know. I remember that news. Yeah, it's wild that it's happened more than once. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah. How'd this guy even get the job in the first place? I think he worked for like a temp agency, and then the government needed to like fill some staffing shortages, so they hired some contractors from the staffing agency, and then he got in there, and then the dude was bragging about it on Discord, and then everyone's like, prove it. Cloud poisoning, 100%. 100%. Some VTubers think they can get away with anything because they don't need to show your face. Yeah, until they realize that it can be traced back to their professional identity. And then, oh no, the consequences of my actions. There was wasn't there like another VTuber out there, like an indie, who was like a nurse? And then she just went on some crazy racist rant about like just dropping slurs left and right, and it's like, I'm a VTuber, you can't hurt me. And then like they found out the like job, not job, I think it was like a nursing placement, the thing you do right after med school, and then they got her fired. And it's like, oh no, I can't say what I want to say online. And it's like, no girl, you can't, like, no, yeah, residency, that's the word. She got fired from a residency or whatever. And it's like, no, just because you're an anime character doesn't mean you can just say things without any repercussions. Like, there will be backlash if you are gonna be a complete absolute idiot, you know? Insane but deserved. 100%. 100%. Oh no, the consequences of my actions. Yeah, who could have ever seen this coming? Crazy stuff. I still don't feel bad for her. Can't respect nurses like her. Nope. Because if that's the kind of stuff that she'd be willing to do online, under the guise of being an anonymous anime character, like, imagine what she would do to patients, you know? They get so ballsy when it's behind an avatar or an anime profile thing. 100%. Way too much. Way too much. Wait. Anyways, chat. It has now been 2 hours. Ads are going to come out soon, but I don't want to send you guys through another 3-hour ad thing. I know I'm saving money. I know I'm trying to like make money from ads so I can save up for my move to Japan, but I don't want to end you guys on an ad thing. So let me go get you ready for a raid. Who's streaming right now? Who can I send you over to? Emmy Gimmick, thank you for the bits. Thanks to the chat. Nah. No, thank you. Thank you for stopping by, giving me a couple of your hours today. Let's see. I'll send you over to Alfina. I have not sent you on a raid to Alfina in a while. She's currently playing Silent Hill 4: The Room. She's another horror streamer who plays spooky horror games. Has a very adorable design. Big witchy hat. I love big witchy hats as a design. It's fantastic stuff. So let me send you on a raid over to Alfina. I want to raid you all more into other horror streamers, horror VTubers and stuff. Actually, could you guys give me like, oh wait, Blueberry, oh my goodness, thank you for the 1,000 bits. Oh my goodness. Wishing you an amazing 2025 filled with success and great moments. Looking forward to seeing all the amazing things you accomplished. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. That's a lot of bits. Thank you. Happy New Year's. Yeah, Happy New Year's. Oh, chat, before I send you off, please give me recommendations for like flesh tubers. I want to see more flesh tubers, specifically horror flesh tubers, because I want to, in 2025, I want to break out of the VTuber world. I want to go network with more flesh tubers. You know, I want to, like, VTubers are great. I have a lot of VTuber friends and they're like fantastic, but I want to start reaching out, networking and talking with more horror flesh tubers, you know, in sim, meet tuber connections. Exactly. Meet tuber connections. I'll tweet out something after the stream so you can leave comments on there. But yeah, favorite horror flesh tuber is Kitten Academy. They foster kittens. Wait, that's really cute. Oh. Okay, raid's gonna happen. Have fun over at Alfina's. Enjoy Silent Hill 4. I'll see you all next time. Bye, everyone.